Name's Kevin Hutchinson. I'm president of UAW Local 440 in Bedford, Indiana. The past 40 days we've been on strike against General Motors. I think everybody knows that. The community has been fantastic. This strike has pulled the community all together with us. We've went through all the things that you need to go through as far as keeping our striking members on the gates, keeping them dry, keeping them warm, keeping them fed, and this community has been awesome. Well, like you see on the sign behind us, we were trying to get a pathway for seniority for the temporary workers, because right now at the end of our contract, they had nothing. They had no path to becoming full-time. While we weren't perfect in achieving that, we have a defined path now that kind of puts a little bit burden back on the local union officers, where they can become seniority employees, full seniority employees with benefits. Healthcare, of course, was a huge one. General Motors wanted us to start paying a lot of bigger portion of our health care, actually 5 times our current rate, and we've kept that back. We've achieved some raises, lump sum benefits, took the cap off our profit sharing. Just there was a lot of gains. I think the biggest disappointment we had was we were not successful in keeping jobs in America, getting cars back into the Lordstown, Ohio plant. There will be 4 plants that close during the life of this agreement, and that was a tough pill to swallow. Actually, here we turned down their offer 60% to 40%. Nationwide, it was really, really close. Fort Wayne actually turned it down. Spring Hill in Tennessee turned it down. So it was a mixed bag, but it's a great mixed bag. The democratic process, everybody got to vote. We went with the majority. Okay, basically today it was business as usual on the picket lines. We made sure we had everything where it was supposed to be. The people that were there were there. We were waiting for notification from the International Union, an official letter from our vice president that the strike was over. We knew that about 5 o'clock that determination would be made, and we were following on a couple of different websites. They had a running vote total, so probably about 2 o'clock we were fairly sure that the strike was going to be over, because there was not enough votes left uncounted to overturn the votes that were counted. So, like I said, we were just kind of waiting around, trying to make sure that when the letter came, we immediately, it came in on my computer. I went and told people, hey, the strike's over, let's get busy. All these people that you see that have come around, they came down to the hall and said, what can we do? We're out there cleaning up our areas where we had our picketers, and we'll continue to do that for the next couple days, make sure that we leave the areas just spotless. And GM did call. We had conversations, myself and Chad Millspaw, the chairman, with some upper management today. They have called and offered people overtime. It's all voluntary. If you want to come in this weekend and start getting the process rolling, you're more than welcome to. And Sunday night, at the start of our 3rd shift, is when we will officially go back into, I'm going to say, the production mode. I think 2 days we're going to be in the cleanup and the checking stuff out mode. We had, I won't mention the names of the restaurants because we will thank them in our local paper, but I'm not sure some of the local restaurants, I think they were doing it for us, and if they were part of a national chain, their national chain people may not be real appreciative of them helping striking workers. But we had 2 major chain restaurants that brought a meal once a week. We picked different days. They brought meals once a week. Aside from that, it was just a lot of different people. We've probably got 20 boards on the wall in there where people came by, said, what do you need? The IBEW, the United Steelworkers, the Teachers Union, the Indiana Teachers Association. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but we had tremendous union support. Now, I just can't brag enough on the people that are down here running the hall, making sure everything ran like clockwork. I can't brag enough on our members. They were very professional. We had We just had a couple of issues, and I don't think what people realize sometimes, the thing that I hate the worst of this strike is, at one time we had a car stop at one of our pickets. A guy walked up like he wanted to talk to him, and he spit on our chaplain. And I'm glad I wasn't there, because that if I had known and could have caught the guy, I would have filed charges against him for assault with bodily fluids. It wasn't one of our members. It was a member of, I don't know where he was from, but to be honest, yeah, I might have been in big trouble if I see something like that, because there's no call for that. Yeah, we had people that we didn't even know that stopped by and said, hey, you need some water. They'd bring us sandwiches, they'd bring us donuts, like, here, what do you need? Do you want anything what we've got? Can we go get you anything? People delivered pizzas. Just, it was incredible. It really was.